Happy Sunday, everyone. Good afternoon or good evening from wherever you are watching us. Today is apparently today is National Coffee Day somewhere in the world, I think in the US. So that's why today's theme is about coffee, dreams, and business. But precisely talking about those small habits that can change how your business, how your life is. So we like for those that been yesterday, we talk about the legacy that we live through this business and how this happens not overnight, right? Not something big dramatically happening, but the small actions, small habits that we do every day. So today I wanted to go a bit deeper and maybe talk about some the habits that we have, right? And some of the morning routines maybe that some of us here have that can share with everyone. So that's going to be about today. But before we go there, let's do a quick round of intros for those new or maybe not so new, but it's always good to remind everyone who we are and why we are here, right? So I'm Dana. I'm a mom, 2 teenagers. I'm a IT manager by profession and also a digital business mentor and business owner. I'm originally from Romania, but living in Ontario, Canada for over 20 years now. And as a business mentor and owner, we have this lives where together with some of these, you see, amazing ladies, business partners, we come here live to share what this business did for us and what can do for those of you who maybe want to change but not sure where to start. So without further ado, Sita, good afternoon, good to see you. Can you introduce yourself?
Thank you so much, Dana. I'm so pleased and excited to be on this platform. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching me from. It's afternoon where I am in the UK. My name is Sita. I am a mom and I've got grown-up children. My youngest is 20 and I'm also a nan of 6 grandchildren. I'm also a nurse by profession, which I am proud to be a nurse. I love my job because I care for other people and help other people, of which that's the same thing I'm doing here on this online business. And I'm originally from Zimbabwe, but I live in the UK with my family, and I've been in this country for 29 years now. And I have lived in this country more than I've lived in my own country. So yeah, that is me. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Sita. And back to Toronto, Grace. Good morning. Look who got a new haircut, looking young and fresh. Are you getting ready for next weekend event, Grace?
Yes. I'm all set. I did my sari. I did everything. My dress, everything I planned. So good morning, beautiful ladies, and good morning to all the viewers from wherever you guys are watching us right now. And thank you so much, Dana, for giving us this wonderful opportunity every week. My name is Grace, and I live in Canada, and I'm originally from India. And right now, I'm full-time business owner, and I have 2 kids and 1 husband, and I'm really happy. And I brag to say that I'm a full-time business owner because right now I'm the boss of myself. And नमस्ते मेरे सभी प्यारे भाई बहनों को. मैं कनाडा में हूँ 20 साल से और बिजनेस ओनर हूँ. मेरे 2 बच्चे हैं, बड़े हैं, अभी ग्रोन अप हैं. तो मैं ये बिजनेस जो चला रही हूँ लास्ट 4-5 साल से, और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मैं इस बिजनेस को चलाती हूँ. So I'm really happy that I'm associated, I'm attached to this beautiful, wonderful community of more than 250,000 people. So thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Grace. Jasmine, good morning. Sunny California, I hope.
Good morning, Miss Dana and all my beautiful business partner. Good morning from California, US. Right now it is 7 a.m. in California. I am Jasmine A. I'm originally from Myanmar. Currently, I residing in California, US, with my 20-month-old daughter and with my husband. I am as a full-time professional healthcare employee and also a digital business owner and mentor. Nice to meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. And let's go to Spain. Nurita, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. It's always a blessing being here. Thank you so much for having me. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter, a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you. And Alana, good morning. Back to Canada.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Hi, my name is Elena. I am Canadian, Italo-Canadian. My background is Italian. I have 2 grown children and 2 grandchildren. So I'm a wife, a mom, a daughter, and a nana. And I am a semi-retired bookkeeper, but I am also a digital business owner. Thank you, Donna. Back to you.
Thank you, Elena. And Justina, she was late. And are you with us, Justina? We cannot see you.
My face is not showing. I don't know why.
Oh, so you are behind that screen. Maybe if you remove that, the photo that you have there, maybe we can see you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from. My name is Justina. I'm originally from Nigeria and I base in UK with my family member. I work in the healthcare sector and I am online digital business owner. Thank you for this evening. God.
Okay. And Justina is somewhere in there. You can see her picture. So she'll figure out how we'll get to see her face. But thank you, everyone, for being here on Sunday morning, afternoon, or evening. Some at 7 a.m., some at 7 p.m. But I always appreciate having you here because this live will be so different if it's going to be only me talking. So appreciate everyone's time. And before we go into talking about coffee and small habits, let's maybe remind everybody what this business is about, right? What do you do every day? Well, what we do, we all use the same business model, right? So it's like an online franchise that it gives us the platform, it gives us all the automation, all the training, it gives us a mentor. So everything that we needed, because none of us had any previous business experience, some of us didn't have any technical skills, had no idea what having an online business means or what social media how to do marketing on social media or how to use social media to make money, right? But this platform, this business model, it gives you all of this. It's kind of in one package. All you need is an internet connection and a phone or a laptop, and then you have your business running. What's really impressive about this business is that you can start making money and you can start having your business running while you are still learning. So in a couple of weeks, all of us without any previous experience had the business running, and then through we keep learning and growing. After years, we kept our business. We start making money immediately, and you can start producing and having your business running in just a couple of weeks. You have a mentor, you have someone that's there to support you, to answer questions. So you don't just the package and then right? You have someone who can basically literally, but also hold your hand and take you to every single step. But more than that, it's not only a mentor or person, it's a whole community in there that, your mentor is busy or they are, everyone has their life. There is a community. We have so many internal private groups, depending on your area, maybe your background, maybe your age, where you have people same like you, some who started very soon, some lately, some who started maybe years ago have more experience. You have a community that you can use for help, whatever you get stuck. Maybe the training is video training, step by step. It shows you how to do it, not just tell you what to do. But still, sometimes it's like, hey, I don't get it. I need a human being to answer my question. You have that with this community, and it's amazing how you can get answer to your questions at 3 a.m. if you want, because we are global. Someone in the other side of the world, it's maybe 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. for them, where it's 3 a.m. for you, and someone will be, happy to help you and to get you unstuck. So, and it's the type of business that you don't have to go somewhere, you don't have to work 8 hours on a time. It fits around your lifestyle, around your life, no matter how busy or crazy it is. If you are willing to learn, if you are willing to put some effort, because we don't want to say it's easy. It's not easy. You have to be consistent. You have to put effort. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. What I keep saying, this business, it's many things, but it's not a job. So at the end of the month, you're not guaranteed a paycheck, and it's not a get quick rich scheme. So we are not promising, and you'll never hear us promising of like, hey, you'll get this many checks in first week or in the first month. No, each story is different. Each journey is different. It depends on your situation, how much time, how much money, how much effort you put, and there are so many variables. But what we can promise you and guarantee you is that if you are open-minded, if you are willing to put the effort, your success is guaranteed. We see that many examples in this business. It's not only one or two person who are so very successful and making a lot of money. There are many people. It's just a matter of when, not if you are going to be successful with this business model. So that's all about me talking. Let's give others a chance to do some talking. So, Sita, maybe I'll start with you and talking about today's theme, right? And some small habits. Share with us maybe one daily habit that maybe after you started the business or before, but a daily habit that you have that you cannot imagine living without.
Yeah, we are all different and we might all have different habits, as you all know. If you had asked me maybe 3 years ago, I would have told you something that's out of the context, to be honest, because, when you have nothing, you have no purpose, you just wake up in the morning and just, what's the story? What are they saying? Who has texted me? What are they saying? What's new? What is it that I don't know? But since I've started this business, every morning when I wake up, my very thing I do is create my post. That is the main thing I do on a single day. For some people, morning are for scrolling on their phone, rushing into the day, or hitting the snooze button, maybe go back to sleep. It's too early, maybe I'll do another 5 minutes. That's what I used to do. I'll say, oh, it's too early, maybe another 10 minutes. But now, when my alarm goes off, that's what I do. I just create my post and post it for the day. And posting first thing in the morning is non-negotiable. It's more than just making content. It's about setting the tone for my entire day, what I'm going to be doing and what my day will be like. That simple habit does 3 different things for me. It builds consistency. People know I will be showing up, and it builds my trust in my business as well. It keeps me accountable on my business. If I don't post, I feel like I have left something incomplete for my day, because that has become a habit. Even if I have not done it in the morning, something keep buggering me, thinking there's something I haven't done, there's something I haven't done. And my day, throughout the day, I will not settle until I do that one thing. But it will bug me because I've now done it late, because that is my routine. It's first thing that I do every single morning. And also it shifts my mindset. Instead of starting the day consuming, I start by creating. And so doing that, it has already created a platform for my day. And my focus is just my business. Even if I'm all over the place doing other things, I know that my business is already set up. It's running in the background. And it proves that small, consistent habits build big results in the coming. Because I'm not just building it for today, I'm building my entire legacy. It starts from there. Even like every Wednesday, we've got our weekly masterminds. But the problem, because we are here in UK, and it's 1 o'clock in the night, I don't stay up in the night waiting for that. But I've made that a routine that every Thursday morning before I do my post, I wake up even earlier to watch my mastermind. Once I watch my mastermind, I'll have a free week because I don't want to be behind with anything. I always want to stay on track on whatever happened last week, what's going on in our community. That's how I keep myself up to date. That's the only day that I post my post slightly later, maybe by an hour or half an hour, because my mastermind is also another thing that has become a routine in the morning that I have to watch it. I can't skip it because once I skip it, I will never watch it. And that is the truth. So I've made it a routine that every Thursday morning I have to watch it, regardless of where I am. The strange thing, when we went to California for our convention, my system got confused because we're about 12 hours or how many hours behind. Then my posts were going through. I think everybody was getting confused. What's going on with it? And sometimes I'll say good morning when it's not good morning where I live, because a lot of people know that I live in UK, and they'll see like it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm saying good morning. They'll be like, what's going on with her? Because someone even texted me, said, are you all right? And I said, I'm perfectly fine. Why do you say that? Said, you've just put a poster saying good morning, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I said, I'm ever so sorry. It's because I always put my post first thing in the morning. So when I was away, I put them on a timer, and they are still posting that same time. But back here, home, it's already in the afternoon. That's how so dedicated I am with my routine. Because when I'm away, I make sure that my things are on schedule and they should run perfectly well. So this is what I do. My routine completely changed since I started this business. But before, I was somebody that would be into people's story. I wonder what I missed when I was asleep, checking who has sent me what, who has posted what. Now I no longer even look what the stories are all about. I check them in the afternoon. What is the priority to me? Unless if I had a text from my child, that is the priority. That's what I check. From anybody else, doesn't mean anything to me. I just check it as I go along during the day. So my business has become a priority, and my work has to follow when my business has already been running in the background. This is what I have changed in my life, and this is my routine on a daily basis. My post for the day, and then my day starts. Or if it's Thursday, my mastermind, then my post, my day starts. My work starts after I have done that for my business. Because why? I am doing something for me. So I am a priority. I do what matters to me. Then everybody else's business has to follow after my business has been sorted out. This is what I have done for myself. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Sita. Oh yeah, I love that. Mom, business owner, and then everything else. Right? It's only a message from your kids that are more important than that. And yeah, it's amazing how those small actions, right, kind of fuel out our day, right? As you said, if you don't do it, then you feel like your day it's not normal. It's something missing, right? But also it's the consistency, right? You have to be consistent. And Justina, if I ask you, stay close in UK, we don't go too far. What what happens when the consistency falls, right? Because you all been there. You start having a routine, you do it for a week or two, and then something happens, and then you don't do it for a day, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you reset and go back to pick that routine? Because sometimes you get into that out of routine and maybe you get stuck there, right? Can you share with us if you have that?
Thank you so much for this question. First and foremost, recycling is not about going back. It's all about starting fresh from where you are. You know, when I Well, the reset, when my consistency fall, is that I pause without having any guilt within me. I will pause and I don't beat myself up, because falling off is not failure. It is just feedback. It will give me my feedback where I've missed it, where I need to make a change, and I'll revisit my biggest why. I remind myself why I started in the first place. Because as human being, you might be discouraged. So I now go back to my biggest why. Why did I started? When the purpose feels fresh, motivation will follow. I now motivate myself again. Now, I will now start in a small way. I start small again. Instead of trying to jump back like 100%, maybe I have to be at the peak. I start up in a lowest level. Begin with one thing, habit or action. And success in small steps, it rebuild the momentum. So I will now just be continue like that, and now meet with my accountability partners to share what I'm passing through, what is making me to fall off. I share with them. They might have idea to give to me. Why don't you do it this way? Oh, this is what you're supposed to do. They give me idea, and I will move forward. I will not abandon. I share my old routine, and it was not too rigid for me. I reset by tweaking to the March I currently season of life. I focus on today. What I'm going to do today, that's what I will focus on. I will not focus on my past failure. Because if I begin to be thinking about the past failure, I won't move on. But because of my biggest why, it will continue to hold me. And I will focus on today. How am I going to make it with the information that I've gathered from my business partner? At times, they will support me. We go together. I open my laptop and we do it together, because this business, you cannot do it on your own. You need partner. You need people to support you. If you are saying that you are doing it on your own, it's going to kill. You are not even going to go anywhere. We need ourselves to do the business together. So I go to my laptop, I call my business partner, we do it together. And by 10, I will come back again to the normal stage. And I will continue with my business. So that's how I've been doing it. Because there is no way you say that you start today and you will continue, everything will be 100% perfect. Okay, no way. A day will be coming that will fall off. So that time, I don't stay on my own. I call my people. I have mentor, I have coach, I have business community. All these people that we are here together, we do this business together because we want to go up together. You want to be financially okay together. You want to be have time, have freedom with our family together. Most of our aim is almost the same thing. So we are there to help each other. I don't do it alone. I call my people and I don't rely on my failure. I move on. I let bygone be bygone and I keep on to do the new thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Justina. Oh, yeah, so well said. Like I said, oh, how do you go back and say, like, yeah, I'm not going back. I'm starting fresh. And I think that's the secret, right? Don't get stuck into it like, oh, I got out of my routine and oh, I need to get back. No, it's like, forget what happened. Start today fresh. Let's see how we start today a new routine. Even if it's the same routine that maybe you get out of, but start with that mindset. And I love that. And the fact that, hey, maybe you need some partners to keep you consistent, right? And we have this amazing community and many people who would be there to support you and to help you with whatever that morning, afternoon, midnight routine is, right? As long as you have someone there who, sometimes it's like, yeah, maybe you'll give up. But then when you have someone, it's like, hey, I cannot let them down. It's funny how we think like that, right? You let yourself down, but you'll not let other people down. So it helps to have some people around you that are kind of pushing you a bit to keep that consistency. Grace, why do you think these small habits matter more than, I don't know, some big choices that we make in life? Or do you think they matter? Share with us.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jana, for asking me this question. And it's really a wonderful question. So first of all, we need to understand what a habit is. Habit is actually a continuous, consistent action that we take either on daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis. All right. And then it becomes our habit because we are doing it without failing, without any mistakes and all that, right? But so that's why, like, forming, because we can only form the big habits or the big goal we can achieve when we have the small habits for, right? Just like, if even if we do the 9 to 5 job, we have this daily reports, we have this weekly reports, and we have these monthly reports and yearly reports and quarterly reports, and we do that, right? We cannot ignore them. So it's the same way with our business. If you form like your normal, like, daily habits, your weekly habits, your monthly habits, then you can progress in the business. Just like we have the masterminds every week, make it a habit of watching it live. Because if you don't watch it live and you keep it, you just leave it, okay, I'll watch it later on, I'll watch the replay, and then in the meantime you don't get a chance, and then there comes the another week. So now you have the second mastermind that you're supposed to watch. Now if you don't watch that live, or even if you watch that live, now you know at the back of your mind that you didn't watch the previous one. So it's better to form your daily small habits that would make you progress in your business, or for that matter in anything that you do in your life. So first of all, the consistency beats intensity. It doesn't have to be a, like, a very big thing. Even a small single big action, like, will give you the power in that moment, that you will feel achieved. You will feel that, okay, yeah, I did this. And next day you do the same thing, and then you feel again like achievement. It gives you the sense of achievement, and it gives you that, yeah, you're progressing through your towards your goal, slowly, slowly, slowly. You don't have to jump, you don't have to do everything in a single day, but do it consistently. If we talk about our business, like, we have this training site. So in the training, do it every day. You don't have to do it 4 hours, 5 hours in a single day, but do it maybe half an hour a day, or maybe an hour a day, depending upon like how much time you have. But be consistent in. And if you're consistent in it, so like, eventually you will finish the training. Eventually you will know what you are supposed to do. And it's just like the posting. If you're doing the posting, you can schedule it, on the same time, but do it consistently. No, don't do it like that. Like, in 1 week you are scheduling all your posts, but the next week, when the next week comes, you have nothing to post, right? So just the small habits, the small actions take and achieve big results. And they're easier to sustain. If you take like big big things in your mind, then they're not easier to sustain in your mind. You're still like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, because it's not the only one thing that you do during the day. You have a lot of like your duties, towards your family, towards your business, towards your personal life, right? So do like small habits, form small habits in each area, and achieve them and feel achieved moving forward. And habits, they shape your identity, right? The actions, they reinforce who you believe yourself to be. It gives you the self confidence. It gives you the mindset, though, oh, I can achieve it, and sometimes even if you miss something, you can start again. So start with the process again. But yes, you have to start again, but that's fine because you have to do it, right? Then again, form this habit. And they say that it takes, I think, 40 days to form your habit. So the 40 days small actions, you will automatically do that every day. So that's what I would say. Habits will shape your identity. So start with small habits, whether it's a business, your personal life, or anything, and move into that, and be accountable to others, and be accountable to yourself. When you're accountable to yourself, you are always with you to check upon you. Grace, you didn't do it, do it. So that's what I would say. The small habits really matter most than the big. And you cannot form the big habits if you don't form the small habits, right? Because big habit is a collection of small habits.
Exactly right. Thank you, Grace. It's the small things. And we know it's hard to be consistent. So if you think of something big, then it's even harder to achieve it and to be consistent in it. But if it's something small, something that it doesn't take a lot of your time or a lot of effort, then maybe it's easier to make that action to become a habit. And yes, if you can find a habit, something that you can do every morning to start your day, then it's going to fuel your day, and then it's, I think, easier to become a habit. But also, I think it's we can get scared about, or it's easier to celebrate having small habits, right? And celebrate like, hey, I've been doing it for a week, for a month, and you said very well, right? 40 days, 90 days, depends who you ask, on how long if you have to do it to really become a habit. And you can say that you can, that's my habit and I'm consistently doing. So yeah, those morning rituals, small things, right? Like Sita said, maybe you're posting, maybe, do your, 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be, or, training. It doesn't have to be half an hour. It can be 10 minutes, but get into that habit of, opening that training site and learning something new for 10 minutes every morning, right? Those micro choices, those micro action will add up, and consistency will always be the motivation. If it gets into the routine, even in the days when you don't feel motivated, you feel like you have to do it, you'll do it, even if it's not, same as we do for our job, as you said. We do it because someone asked. Why not you do it for yourself, right? So those small habits will create that momentum. So yeah, definitely big actions will come from all those small actions added up, right? Elena, share with us about, some tiny habit that maybe you have that kind of shift in either your life or your business, something that made a big change for you.
It's like Grace was saying, it's habit. But then when I was at the JOB, everything was a routine. Now, the little shift is more of everything is accountability, but really when I make a plan, like now I plan things out and I plan basically because I like to cook, I need to plan my meals. And it's the same thing with my business. I need to plan where I want to be in a week, where I want to be in 6 months, and be accountable for it. So, it's not like just saying, oh, you know what, 6 months have passed by, so now I'm going to try something new, right? I don't mean to be hard on myself, but at the same time, it's a totally different shift than when you're at your JOB, of course, right? And being consistent, like Sita was saying, is that it's important. So there's many shifts, right? But I think the biggest thing is being accountable for our actions. That nets it all together here with our habits, our consistency, our planning, and that all becomes habitual, right? So it's really important for me, I found that this business really has kind of put me in that same path, because, I've got my household, my grandkids, my aging parents, all that needs to kind of fit into that little puzzle. Before it was, I was segregated in that 8 hours, 9 hours before. And now it's like, I really need to stay focused and plan my day and plan my career properly, and also be accountable for my actions, right? So that's a little shift that I do. And with that, I keep a calendar. Like, it works great on my phone. The calendar that we have there with little reminders. You get little dings on the phone just to remind you, whatever it takes. Those are the little shifts that I found that has helped to the big shift as well too. So I hope that's helpful. It's helpful for me, and everybody has to find their little niche as to what makes it better for them. And for my personal life and my business life, it's working great. Thank you.
Thank you, Elena. Oh, yeah. So well said, right? You need to find your own, because even if, I love the Elena's or Sita's, or I have friends who wake up every morning at 5:30. she goes to the gym. It's like, oh, I love to do that. It's not for me. I'd never be able to do that. So when she asks me, it's like, I'm not even try it. I'm not even starting it because I know it is just not realistic for me. I usually go to bed very late at night. So for me to wake up at 5 and have the energy to go to the gym and then rush back in order to prepare the kids for school would not be. I'll have to change way too many other things in my life in order to fit that habit. So it's like, yeah, no, that's not work for me. Maybe I'll do some other morning routine, right? Maybe I wake up at 15 minutes earlier to do maybe some meditation. Yeah, that I could try. I've tried before, it worked for a while, and then kind of like, yeah, I didn't. So it's some of those that you have to be realistic what really works for you and find something that's it's just not impossible because and then you get discouraged, right? If you try it and then it doesn't work out, it keeps getting you into like, oh, I need to find a routine. So don't take it that big. Find something that fits your lifestyle. And if it's 5 minutes, look in the mirror and say, you got it today, Elena, you can do it, then maybe that's enough. Maybe that's a good enough habit that it doesn't take so big an effort and you do it consistently. So yes, definitely find your own tiny habit, micro habit, right? 5 minutes, 10 seconds. It doesn't have to be a big commitment of an hour every morning. And keep that routine. And that's more important and it will help you more than, doing something big and not being consistent. But then how do you get into those habits? So Rita, if I ask you, how do you replace maybe not a bad habit or a habit that you feel like it doesn't help you with the better one, right? Not a bad one, but like, how do you improve a habit?
Well, what a great question, Ms. Dana. Well, everybody have said everything. Well, what I can say is this question is all about being disciplined. If you are not disciplined, you will not be able to get out of that bad habit. So, and also the key word in this question is we are adding substitution plus consistency. That is the key word. So if you are there, what I do mostly is my bad habits. For example, during the weekends, most of my coworkers, they always call me to say, okay, let's have a drink, something like that. But that one, since I joined this business and I see this opportunity to be coming every weekend to have a live stream with these wonderful people, I don't have that in mind anymore. I always tell them, hey, don't, no, I'm so busy. I am so sorry, I'm busy. And also the old habits of me checking my phone all the time, the WhatsApp and so on and so on and so forth, checking my social platforms, checking who have answered me or who have replied my messages. I don't think about that anymore. What I check now is making sure that my posts are correctly well posted. The time that I organize my posts, they are already there. And I'm also creating engaging platform, okay, on my post. So that one, it's already making me to be building my business in a way that it will favor me in the future. So in this case, bad habits, it all depends on the discipline. So I discipline myself to make sure that if I am doing something that is not growing in my business, I need to get out of that mindset, that situation, and then look for something better. So I used to, when I started this business, I used to post just 3 or just twice in a day. But later I realized it's not giving me the results that I want. Then I look for more. I check out more. I check out what I can do better. Then I say I will be posting better and better. Because all this, I'm watching most of the time when I go to my to other platform, I check all the other creators, influencers, what they do, how they post, how many times they post, what they do in their post. So that one makes me to get out of that bad habit of only checking what they're doing, but just check what they're doing that is making their post to be going viral every time. So that one is giving me more knowledge about how I can build my business. So in this case, I discipline myself more. I discipline myself more of not just checking people's posts just to gossip, but checking people's posts to elevate my business, to better my business, to better my own way of improving more. And also what I do is that when I wake up early in the morning, I make sure that I post on other platforms, not only on Facebook, not only on this on YouTube. I make sure that I post on other platforms. Before, all I do is just focus on Facebook, focus on Facebook and nothing else. But later on, I realized because our business is all about attraction, we use the social platform, right? Then I said I prefer to be using different social platform to be promoting my business. So anytime, every time that I used to only focus on Facebook, I now focus on different platforms. And when I choose to focus on the business platform, the same post to all the different platforms, that even creates more trust to other people that will check my post and say, wow, this is the same person in this post in another platform, in another platform. So it creates trust. So I learned that habit to be creating more trust in different platforms that I'm into. And finally, what I do is I make sure I'm consistent in what I do. I'm consistent in the timing of my post. I'm consistent in how I learn how to engage more in my post. And I'm consistent in networking, because our business, it's all about networking. If you are not networking, it's not going to create that momentum for your business to grow higher. So when you network, not only in one platform alone, mostly in another platform where it's all about networking. I say that platform as TikTok. Okay, that one, I use it more. It's my own habit now to use that more, to network more about my business. So that habit, it's creating more momentum, positive momentum, most especially, that it will enable me to promote more my business. So before, I used to think, while away my time on social media, on any platform, on anything. But now I use that bad habit and turn it to good one, and be consistent and substitute those bad habits to good habits. That is my keyword here. So thank you so much. This is what I have to say, Ms. Dana. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rita. Oh, yes. How do you replace a bad habit, or how to improve maybe a habit that you have? And I love how you put it, right? You have to realize first what you want, and then do some research and figure out what you want to improve. Because it's not necessarily maybe a bad habit, right? Like, it's not bad to scroll on social media, but then if that's taking a couple of hours a day and it's not producing any, income, any value for you, then maybe scroll only 5 minutes and then use the other time to if you scroll it, at least scroll it to see what's working for others, and then incorporate it into your routine or into your business. So if you use, watch a movie, then maybe don't do it every day. Put yourself with like, hey, I watch a movie once a week, and then for the other days, use that hour to grow your business, right? So change some of these habits that are kind of easy to, lazy to do, and use them for something that's helping you grow, helping your business grow. Because that's what it is in the end, right? We want to grow, and it doesn't happen overnight. We have to do some sacrifices, but it's easier if you create some routine, some habits that and it's easy if you find something that you enjoy to do, right? Like this live. So it will be, if someone would have told me that, like, hey, every Saturday and Sunday you'll spend an hour with, like, I don't know, I want to relax on Saturday and Sunday morning. But actually I enjoy talking with people. I enjoy sharing with everyone, right? So it's not, it becomes a habit. I feel bad on the Saturdays when we don't do this, but also it doesn't feel for me like a chore, like something like, oh, I have to do, right? Also, yeah, there is some work to prepare for this, but then I enjoy even the preparation part, that work part, because I know it's for all of us to get to see each other. It's like, oh, who's coming this Saturday? Who's coming this Sunday? So if you put a bit of passion and you find something in there that you like, it's much easier, I think, to keep some of these habits. And Jasmine, last but not least, if you think of a habit that gives you energy in the morning, share with us, what would you recommend for other people who are, maybe busy moms like you, building their dreams? what's one habit that gives you energy in the morning? And you can share with us.
Thank you so much, Miss Dana, for the great question for discussing. Yeah, I just want to introduce some energy giving habit that make our drinks. It is simple and easy technique. We need to get at least 15 to 30 minutes per day at the morning when we wake up. So those energy giving habit include some movement exercise and some mindful exercise for our mind. So it is including for both body and both mind in order to get the good energy. Movement energy is very good. It wake up our immune system, it wake up our body and giving the increased blood flow and then have you feel our body more alive at the day. So movement exercise is simple and easy. It does including some stretching techniques, some yoga pose, and then some walking exercise near around our areas. So it will be more alive for our day. And then another one is for mindful exercise. We need to get the energy not only our body but also for our mind. Our mind need good energy in order to get the good focus for our daily matter, right? For mindful exercise, I just recommend some breathing exercise, a few deep breath. It is very good for our lungs. It is very good for our brains to focus our things. And then some gratitude practice. We can write it down on the gratitude journal what we are grateful for 2 to 3 things in our life, or we can write it down some of the things that we need to do for the daily matters for the mindful exercise. So we can focus on what we need to do and what we need to finish our daily goal. And those mindful exercise, breathing exercise, and gratitude technique, those are cause reduce our stress and clear our mind clutter, and then we can get more focus on our daily matter. So combinations of both body exercise, movement exercise, and mindful exercise that can set our tones of the days, and then and we can get the more energy and more getting good mindset for the day. So building the dream is not like us all our beautiful business partner they already discussed. It's not like us one day. We need to build our dream step by step and day by day in order to get our goals. So and then getting to our dream is need to be resiliency, hard work, right? And then need the motivations. So energy is very important. So we need to go our dream, but we need the we have to get our energy. Energy is like as a fuel that we need to get to our goal. Yeah. Back to you, Miss Dana. So everyone, please try to those mindful exercise, body exercise. Sometimes we are very rushed in order to get to our job, right? Sometimes we forget to get our body to get the good energy. Or we just wake up and we just go to the wall and then we end our day. Yeah, we need to give ourselves to get a good energy and good clear mind in order to get our dreams. Yeah. Thank you. Back to you, Miss Dana.
Thank you, Jasmine. Oh, totally agree with you. If you can afford, and if not, maybe push yourself to get a bit outside every morning and get a bit of fresh air. Do exercise. You don't have to run. You don't have to, right? Find something to get some fresh air and outside every morning and move your body. I think it's a great way to start your day. I have to admit, we started doing that since we got a dog a couple of years ago, 4 years now. And we had to take the dog out every morning. And we are laughing now because some mornings the kids will say, hey, I'll take the dog out. That's okay. Me and my husband will still go out for a walk, right? We found it's so good for us. It gives us, some time for both of us to talk, but also, getting outside, no matter how cold or how hot it is outside. Going out in the morning, it helped us so much, clearing out our mind, getting your body moving. And it doesn't have to be like we usually like to do an hour. We cannot do an hour every day. Sometimes we'll do a shorter 15, 20 minutes, but getting outside every morning, it helped me so much. And I find it's such a good way to start your day. I know it's not realistic for everyone. Some people have young kids, you go out of the bed, you have to put them into movement. So it may be hard, but if you can do that, if you can incorporate some movement outdoor in the morning to start your day, I think it's an amazing energy giving habit. And I think it's in the end, it's prioritizing it. No matter how busy you are, I think you can find 10 minutes and maybe go out in a balcony if you are in the middle of the city and you cannot, right? Breathe the air and, say thank you to the universe, like Jasmine said, like gratitude, say thank you for. So just 5 minutes, drink your coffee outside. Small habits like this that will get your day started properly. And those will kind of brew that good day like the coffee does, right? The secret ingredient to get your day started properly. And with that, I think we are all for today. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your tips, your daily habits, for sharing a bit of your daily routine and their lives with us. And for those of you watching, definitely put in the comments where you're watching from, and maybe if a daily habit that we inspired for you to start, put it there. We'd like to see that our lives are inspiring people and are helping people. And if you are looking for something that you need, business partners, or you need some partners that will keep you consistent, we are here to help you. We have this amazing community where you get support. So if you are alone and you feel it's hard to start a habit or to keep a habit, join us on this amazing community. You'll find more than one business partner, more than a person who supports you. You'll have an entire community that will help your mind grow, your business, your finances grow, all around, person that you'll get a better self. So with that, thank you, everyone. Have an amazing Sunday and see you next time.
Thank
See
you.
you. Thank you. Bye bye.